And I've got many King Solomon's Mines. I've got this edition by World's Classics, and I've got this Penguin Classics edition. And this is the stepping stone for my dissertation. So what's the story behind King Solomon's Mines? Well, there's a group that is composed of 3 British adventurers. Well, one of them is more adventurous than the other. So there is Sir Henry Curtis, there is Captain Good, and there is Alan Quatermain. They are the 3 main characters. Alan Quatermain was a hunter, an adventurer who lived in what is today South Africa. He lived in Durban, and he is sought after by Sir Henry Curtis, whose brother had last been seen on the quest for King Solomon's Mines, and then people lose track of him, lose sight of him, and nobody knows where he is. And he is joined by Captain Good, who is his friend, and they seek the help of Alan Quatermain to go in search for Sir Henry's brother. And they, Alan Quatermain says, okay, I will go, but we need to have porters and to go deep into the wildernesses of Africa in search for Sir Henry's brother. And amongst the porters, there will be this handsome, wonderful African called Mbapa. And Alan Quatermain has a map, the real treasure map, that he doesn't make much of, but he finds it's going to be useful on their quest. And this is the archetypical map of adventure novels. So there are all the trappings of reality. There are geographic features. There's the north and south. Very iconic for King Solomon's Mines, the book Sheba's Breasts. So Henry Rider Haggard made all the trappings of this fantastic, phenomenal place full of mythology. So if there were King Solomon's Mines, okay, there had to be some mention of Sheba, because if you know your Bible, King Solomon was visited by the Queen of Sheba, and presumably he fell in love with her, and so on and so forth. So there is this map that they take and they venture into the African hinterland, into the wilderness in search for Sir Henry's brother. Lots of adventures, and they get to Kukuanaland. Kukuanaland is ruled by King Twala, who is counseled by a hag, a witch called Gagul. And King Twala is merciless, and he has his kingdom under a very despotic rule. More adventures, and turns out that Mbapa, the porter that came along with Sir Henry, Captain Good, and Alan Quatermain, is the rightful king of Kukuanaland, and he is Ignossi, the son of the former rightful king of Kukuanaland. So this is the archetypical adventure novel. King Solomon's Mines, in the myths related to the biblical King Solomon, are mythical, and they are presumably the place where King Solomon took all the gold to which enriched the temple in Jerusalem. Those mines were never found, and so they have given rise to a number of speculation and all the myths and legends around them.